Tim is getting the traditional Irish breakfast again today with his black and white blood pudding or whatever it's called. And the baked beans, the egg, the sausage, the bacon, tomato, and toast. And I'm just having a lemon iced tea because I already had my porridge. We're at the farmer's market. I thought it would be interesting to see the veggies. Little carrots. Me either. That's ginger. What about this? Turnips. A leek. I've had leek soup. Squash, onions. They have eggs, strawberries. Apples, cabbage. Rhubarb, I think. Broccoli, cauliflower. Wonder what this is, I don't know. Walnuts, limes, like dill. Yeah. Interesting.
Is there a bulb on the bill that you can eat?
Not that I know of. Asparagus, mushrooms, fresh mushrooms, yummy. Too bad we don't have a little kitchenette. Tim could whip us up some good grub. Asked for a cheese sample here. They don't store it cold, so we can save it for a snack later tonight. I can smell it. Looks delicious. Bargain board of cheese.
Yeah.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good.
What do you recommend to sample?
What do you like?
Something kind of mild, not real strong, but mild, in between.
Try. Try that. No, I've even any of that down there. They're channel.
Not too bad. Wonder if this has like dill in
Yeah, I
it.
put it here. I put it here, yeah.
You just want to get it? Okay.
It's gonna be good. Yeah.
It's going to be good. It's trusting.
There's something else?
Can I try this one? Does that have dill? Is that
That's boiled garlic.
garlic? Okay. Thank you.
Can I try that one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, I like that one. That's
Get some of
good.
that?
Yeah.
How you doing, guys?
You like that one?
No.
That's delicious. Yeah, that's really good. You want to try the sausage or no?
I need to try it. I'm gonna get some though.
Okay.
I don't know how much to get.
Smallest portion you can. What do you call it? Like a little, a block? A slice?
I don't know.
That's good, right?
Well, we can't say a pound, can we? Like a half pound, quarter pound?
Get like a little.
Little wedge.
Are all these sausages the same?
No, there's some of them hazelnut, plain. Might be the one with garlic. And then you have spicy chorizo.
Okay. I like to get a little hunk of the plain.
In 2 seconds, I'll just Sure. Plain.
You don't want to try that one? Huh?
Do you have your own?
Every week, that's it.
All right.
Plain, yeah.
Thank you.
A Gouda that's 14 months old. Wow.
Okay.
That's what he just said about this one here.
You want a piece of this?
Yeah.
Yes.
May I
Please.
take a photo, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Can we will?
That's good. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a nice snack later. I have to pay to use the restroom here. Tap card for 50 euros. 0.50 euros.
Please present your card or your mobile phone. Authorizing.
Approved to use the toilet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Excuse me. Tim's in line over there to get us an Americano, and I'm in line to get something yummy to go with my coffee. And then we're gonna sit in the shade and wait for our boat tour. They're happy. That's a big one. Swan. Wow. A local man is feeding all the wildlife here. They're coming in, swarming in. There's two down there that are going to be late to the dinner party. Hurry up. Don't poop on me. I think that's the type of boat we will be on in about 15 to 20 minutes. What kind of dogs are those? Greyhound?
Yeah. The whippets.
Oh, whippets. Okay. Yeah.
Marbles. You're with me. Come on, girls, come on. Come on, girls, come on.
Well, that was interesting to see. That guy kind of shoved those two dogs into the water. They were acting like they didn't want to go, but his girlfriend or wife said that they like it. We're just waiting for the boat to arrive. It should be here in about 8 minutes. This is John's Bridge, and Tim just looked it up, and he said that it's haunted by the souls who perished here when they fell to their deaths when the bridge collapsed in 1763. Maybe it's more haunted at nighttime. And our boat has just arrived.
Are we all booked in? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there was no like ticket. I mean, we got an email.
Grand, that's perfect. Yeah, no, you're okay. I'll have a check with everyone now in a second. Now, you want a hand there?
So where we came from, they would put people who were begging in this cage chair,
Oh, yes.
and they'd bring them around town to humiliate them.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wow.
medieval torture devices.
And that was in the early part of the 20th century.
It's gas, isn't it? Like we think, you know, we've moved on. We're still barbaric people. We just look around the world today and look what we're doing.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. We turn a blind eye to so much.
We do. Yeah, we certainly do for our own convenience.
Yeah, the Romans had the Colosseum and all of those
Oh,
cruel
yeah, exactly.
gladiator fights.
Yeah, people talk about the great Roman Empire and how great it was. It wasn't that great if you were putting people out into fight themselves to death or fight animals or lions.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yes.
I wouldn't call that a great empire. Side, guys. This is St. Canice's Cathedral. Stop in there. You were over there already. So this is where Kilkenny gets its name. The Church of St. Canice is what Kilkenny means. Right? And like you
Oh,
said,
okay.
see?
I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, oh, they didn't tell you that, didn't I?
I probably read that.
Yeah. So Kilkenny gets his name from here. This is where St. Canice set up his church. And what I love about it is you climb up it like this, right? So you can take a break every 7 or 8 steps.
I would love to do that
no.
next.
It's a ladder.
It's a ladder, kind of, yeah. Aren't they lovely? People kept these in houses and pets as well, for protection, yeah.
I've seen paintings.
Yeah.
Depicted.
And there's a famous Irish warrior called Cú Chulainn. Cú Chulainn was this great mythical person, right? And he supposedly stood like a hearn with his spear. Okay, and he could crush you. Decided to come down and watch this bridge fall. And what did he do? He stood on the next bridge downstream looking at this bridge collapse. Not the brightest thing to do. Of course the bridge they were standing on then gave away and they all got washed away to their death. 13 people and a small dog. They had to build a new bridge then, and they built this. And if you ever find yourself in Rimini in Italy, you'll see this bridge. It's called the Bridge of Tiberius.
Oh,
The guy who designed and built this bridge had seen the bridge out in Rimini and decided to make a replica of it
it
here.
had that Romanesque.
Well, it's
Yeah.
interesting you say that now, because see them Romanesque doorways? They're not on the bridge in Rimini. He decided to add those solely so that the ladies, because they were poor, he decided to leave that side of the bridge blank and not bother decorate it at all. It's the only bridge I know in Ireland that's decorated one side, not the other.
Any fish in this?
Trout and
Water?
salmon primarily.
Okay.
Libraries to countries here, Ireland, UK and Europe.
Carnegie Library. Huh.
Yeah, Carnegie Library.
He built a lot of libraries in America.
That's right.
too.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, seemingly he maintains that he got his education from the public library system. Now about 40% of the population in Ireland have a third level degree. Okay? And what that does is dramatic differences, but even from the perspective of the States, when you're trying to attract companies into Ireland, invest in Ireland, stay in Ireland. Here in Ireland, apart from the good tax incentives, you've got an English-speaking country in a European market. There's a highly educated workforce. It's ticking all the boxes for multinationals. You know what I mean?
right. Looking birds.
Mm-hmm. It's nice.
This is the John.
This is St. John's.
Bless you.
to a store.
Yeah, well, there's different stories, right? This was the bridge that collapsed, right, with all the people on it, right? So they built a new one, triangular. Right? Didn't last very long. It wasn't a well-designed bridge. There were crashes on it a lot. So they took it down and they built this. And this was a single-span poured concrete bridge. So they were very proud of this. The engineer, when he built this, a lot of the people doubted his ability as an engineer, right? So they wanted it independently tested. So he relented and he said, look, go ahead and test it if you want. How they tested it was they lined it with sandbags, put a big steam engine on it, and then got everyone at Kilkenny to stand at the same time and see where they fall. And luckily for the people at Kilkenny, it didn't. Yeah. I had a heart attack when I was 38.
Oh.
So myself and herself, I sat down with her, I said, look, I want a nice easy life from now on. No more headaches, you know. So she said, what do you want to do? I said, look, I have this idea, I'd like to set up a little business and bring people up and down the river and tell them more. So, just go for it. So she said, do you mind then if she...
Do the gardens.
Oh my gosh, look.
Isn't that lovely?
Oh.
What I'll do is
Come back around.
we come back around, we go by look at these little lads, look at them. Maybe.
Aw, little babies. Aw. They're following us.
Yeah, that's because there's one of the drivers brings bread with him the whole time.
So
He's
Oh.
always feeding them. But
Okay.
I haven't learned to distinguish between me and the other fella yet.
They're like, where's the bread? Where's the bread? Wait, come back. Aww.
Jonathan Swift, right? Okay,
Jonathan
we heard
Swift.
that. Yeah, right.
He went to school here. And so guys, I'm going to put in here to the pontoon in 2 minutes. When I do, if you don't mind sitting where you are for 2 seconds, I'll tie the ropes off, make it nice and safe. And if you can leave your life jackets up, where you talk, that'll be fantastic.
We're back on land. We're gonna go to the hotel room to change. It's kind of warm out today. And then we're headed to the Smittix tour. A lot warmer out than I thought it was gonna be. When I woke up this morning, it was in the 40s, but now it's in the 60s with the sun. It was a really nice boat tour we took. Lots of good historical information. The tour guide didn't want me to film the whole thing, but he said I could do some bits and pieces, so that's what I did. Got a lot of good nature photos. Pretty pleased with it. Highly recommend it for anyone traveling to this area in the future. There it is, the Smittix experience. The W is silent. Smittix. In front of you. Oh, well, that's a cute entrance. I hope this is the right place. This looks like the beer garden. I mean, we can just go. The doors just open by themselves. Hi.
Top of the morning to you.
Just fits under there.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, we just finished the Smittix beer tour. And
Continue on to St. Canis's Place.
Tim headed back to the hotel room. And I am going to the tower. to go up over 200 steps to get a nice view of the city. Yes, I am crazy. Hopefully I survive.
After this.
We're going back to Dublin. We fly out of Dublin tomorrow. Or, well, we're spending the night in Dublin tomorrow. And then we fly
Slight right onto Coach Road.
back to the U.S. after that.
And these are
I was just talking to a woman from Dublin, meeting her friends here. And she was saying how my 7 days in Ireland isn't enough. And I can agree with her, but that's what I have, so I have to make do with it. Welcome to St. Canice's Cathedral. You have entered the historical grounds of St. Canice's Cathedral. This cathedral is located at the top of Kilkenny's medieval mile, which stretches from here to Kilkenny Castle. The steps and archway here were built using limestone sourced locally in the 17th century. Some lovely flowers here growing out of the bricks. And I was really looking forward to seeing a cemetery, so I finally get to see one here, an old cemetery. Hopefully there are some Celtic crosses. I think I did see one off in the distance here. The cemetery is looking very old. His father, mother, brothers, and sisters, that one says. I just asked the lady if I could walk on the grass here, and she said absolutely. She said, fortunately or unfortunately, you cannot escape standing on bodies here. This is nice looking for a photo. Well, these are unreadable, so I don't know who's buried here. Don't think we'll be learning a lot of the history unless they have it written down somewhere. Slabs were really quite big back then. The slab is basically about as tall as I am right here. Nice Celtic cross. Oh wow, I hope I can make it to the top of that tower. They close at 6 p.m. I think it's about 2:30 or 3, so I have plenty of time. This is just really interesting to me. Whoa! I almost tripped up the steps. This is one of the main things that I wanted to do on my trip to Ireland, was visit a cemetery. Now I'm up on a berm here, overlooking the cathedral below. It's an interesting viewpoint. I'm glad that I came up here so I could get different angles of pictures. But I don't want to get too overzealous because I might not make it to the top of the tower. I have to conserve my energy. Wow, look at all of these slabs. They must be about 5.5 feet tall, a lot of them. I'm hoping that they have a restroom inside before I climb the 221 steps. This says, erected by the Reverend Paul Smithwick in memory of his beloved parents whose remains are here in Ireland. His mother, Eleanor Smithwick, alias Murphy, died on the 2nd of July, 1827, aged 61 years. His father, Paul Smithwick, died on 15th of February, 1831, aged 69 years. We just took the tour of the Smithwick's brewery, and I'm wondering if these are relatives. people involved with that brewery? I'm guessing yes. Okay. Let's see if there are any more cool Celtic crosses. This one's missing a portion, which makes it unique. Wow. This is a bigger cemetery than I thought. It's very quiet on the back side of the cathedral, but this is the coolest Celtic cross there is. There aren't any tourists back here. They're missing out. There's some vehicles parked back here, maybe employees. Oh no, there's a bird over there and it looks like it's injured. I am not messing with that today. Is that a real bird? Looks like it. Oh no, birdie, what's wrong? Okay, good, it's moving. Scared me for a minute there. Ah! Okay, good. I feel satisfied that I've seen what I want to see back here in the cemetery. So now I'm going to make my way around the front. That looks like a sarcophagus over there, like a body used to be in it. A body is missing. Toilets.
This is the oldest building in Kilkenny. It's been here since at least 1111. It's never fallen. And on the very top, when I reminded you of those awkward 4 steps, they were added in 1649 when Oliver Cromwell comes over.
Oh, wow.
Originally the tower had a cone roof and would have been used as a bell tower. When Cromwell comes, he takes off the cone roof, adds the last 4 steps, creates the viewing platform that we use today, but he also had cannons up there. So originally a bell tower, but as with many of them, they've been repurposed over the years for different things. This one as a military place. Some of the ones in the coastal areas were used as refuges during invasions or Vikings or anything like that, yeah. But originally bell houses.
And it says that 2 skeletons are buried beneath the tower.
Yes, they're over 1,000 years old. So just to scare you as well, our tower is 30 meters high. But when they excavated it in the 90s, the underground foundations are only 2 feet deep. Yet it has never fallen. And the reason for this, so in the old days, they would tell you the reason over here, the door is up so high, was for defensive purposes, but there's no other defensive features on these towers. So they've rethought that now, and they actually believe it's structural. So if you put that door on the bottom with such tiny foundations, it wouldn't have been as stable. So instead they pop it up here. As you go in, you'll see there's a floor there, and under that floor would have been rubble, and that would have worked as kind of an above ground foundation.
Okay, well hopefully it still stands today as I climb up.
Don't jump too hard.
Thank you. Okay, you guys, here I go. 221 steps, and I'll be able to see 5 counties from above. Wish me luck. Watch my head, she said. Wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. It might not be the greatest video because obviously I'm going to be holding on and watching every step that I take. No broken ankles. No falls, please, on this trip. This is one of only 2 round towers that you can climb in Ireland. Here's a bar on the side for me to hold on to. I don't think Tim would like this very much. It's probably going to freak me out a little bit as well. But I can take my time. Oh my goodness. So I wonder if all the steps are like this. Wooden ladder types. The whole way up. Oh wow. Okay. I can do this. I climbed the Sacré-Cœur church in Paris with my grandpa. And that was a lot of steps. But it was a long time ago when I was younger, healthier, more in shape. Oh, I'll be huffing and puffing, trust me. So I'm gonna put away the camera until I make it to the top. Just came up these steps to this little landing here, and it's got some windows. The breeze feels lovely. There are wire cage safety precautions on them, but I'm going to continue to go up these brick steps to the top. I will admit that I am actually shaking right now. I am a little bit afraid of heights. I don't know why I ever decided to do this. As you can see, my face is pretty red from the climb, so I'm gonna take a little break here to catch my breath. And here we go. She said, watch your head on these. Ooh, these are really narrow and slippery too. Oh my, seems kind of dangerous. Ooh. Wow. I made it. And here is the view. The top of the cathedral roof, the cemetery below, the cathedral. I won't be staying up here too long. Well done, you made it to the top. I'll be happier when I'm back down on the ground. Oh, that's it. I'm going back down. I made it. Now I have to climb very, very slowly back down. I'm coming down slowly. Scary. Yeah. Oh my gosh, you guys, I made it. I'm still alive. I will admit my legs are a bit like rubber bands right now. The lady at the door just said that I've earned a pint and some cake, so I think that's a good idea. Wow, that was quite the climb. Whew. Okay, so the lady at the tower said I deserved an ice cream or a cake after I climbed that tower, so I took her advice, and I just got a Bruno Willis Scrum Day. It's gonna ruin my dinner, but that's okay, I'm on vacation.
Yeah, you're gonna come back around.
You're ready to clap.
Why are you recording me?
It's more interesting with the strangers in front of us. Wow.
How do you?
Well, it's about 10:20 p.m. I'm trying to get some sleep. As you can hear, there's noise coming from next door, the beer garden. Sometimes they break into song, Irish songs, which is kind of nice. Anyway, I'll eventually be able to drown them out and get some sleep. Tomorrow we're headed to our last night in Ireland, going to Dublin, and then back home. It's been a wonderful trip. We both really enjoyed our time.